the nature of God. Notice this phrase, that the Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, abounding in love, and relenting from calamity. This phrase is used no less than 7 times in the Old Testament. Now, a principle of hermeneutics, in other words, the art or science of interpreting the Bible, simply says that whenever you see something emphasized more than one time, that God wants us to stand up and take notice because what He's saying is really important. And when something is emphasized 7 times, how many know it's important to see what's happening there and to know? And so let's just take just a few minutes and go through these. And we don't have a whole lot of time to spend on each one of them. But first of all, Jonah says, God, you are gracious and merciful. Gracious describes God's longing for His creation. God has a furious longing, a yearning that His creation might be reconciled to Himself. God never looks at His creation, even though this world is broken and fallen away from its Creator. God never looks at His creation without yearning, even for the most evil, to be reconciled with Him. Merciful means to be soft like a womb. In other words, it describes the compassion of a mother for her child, that sacrificial aspect, that nurturing aspect. Taking together what we find gracious and merciful, it simply portrays a picture of God that is yearning and greatly desiring to nurture, to care for, to protect, to love His creation. It speaks of God's tenderness. Ladies, where do you think that you get that spirit of tenderness from? Do you think that evolution somehow just picked out the right genes and somehow, some way, you were made in such a way that you're tender and affectionate and caring and nurturing? Do you know why you feel that way?